Okay, welcome back, everyone. My name is XCman405, and today we are going to be finishing this big project here. I am very excited to finish it because it has been a long time in the making. We are going to be working on the roof here, so hopefully it goes smoothly. Yeah. Come on. Can I not? There we go. Let's go ahead and just grab a couple more of these so that when I place this in, a lot more gets placed in than just the one stack. All right, that's all placed in. Again, let's go ahead and just grab a whole bunch more. Place that whole thing in. That is awesome. Placed in, and then I think, nope, that's good. Okay, I am out in the inventory. That is okay. And then one more right there. And then this is where it gets interesting. See how much of this I actually get done. Cool, I got all of that done. That is awesome. And let's just go ahead and place these in. Just like that. So now this entire area is complete, walls and ceiling wise. I still gotta do the floor for all of this, but that's okay. Let's place that in. That over there is already placed in, so let's go ahead and swap this down to right over here instead of the middle now, because there is no reason for me not to be in the middle. So I am going to swap this off of the offhand. Pardon me. Just had to sneeze. Make sure that's placing it in over there, which it is. And in case y'all missed the last stream, we actually got the walls and ceiling mostly in on the last stream. It was a short stream yesterday, actually. But that is very much okay. Oh, this is definitely the easiest way to do it. Just like that, and then, yep, that is correct. Just like that. Then there. And boom. So what over here needs to be changed? This needs to be changed. And then I think, honestly, I think that's it that needed to be changed. So let's fill this in just so it's easier for me to actually get to. Like, get the stairs in. Because I need to follow this design here. So that will be nice. So all of this needs to go. And this needs to go as well. Go ahead and place this in. Alright, there we go. I also need to swap this around so that I just collect everything instead of not collecting it, I guess. this, and we will mine this out a little bit. Because we are going to need to. Whoa! That was one heck of a thunder. I think it's time to go take a nap. Which is actually a perfect opportunity for me to show everyone how far we've come so far. Because we've come quite a ways. And then I have that tunnel there too. Ooh, got hit by the skulls. And sleepy time. You know what? In the last stream, I did get another wither skeleton skull as well. Right there, perfect. Now I can spawn the wither if I wanted to. But I don't. So I'm not going to. Let's go ahead and munch, munch, munch. And we are going to also bring this down. So that is on. We want that to be off. Control that. And here we go. It's going to reach the end, is it not? That is not. Well, that's a little too far, actually. So we're going to back this up. Yeah, just like that. That's fine. So now we have that. We want... Honestly, I think it's time to connect this part over here. Where is it? Yeah, this part way over here. I think it's time to connect this. So let's see where this ends. Actually, let's come back down here and we'll figure out how far of a straight it is before it starts turning. And we'll go on the inside. So it's 6, 12. So it's 3 full sections. So that means I need to go 6, 12, 7. Whoa. No. 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 blocks. And then the straight is 1 after. Is that correct? So if I grab a bunch of track. Or wait, so... And then that's where... Okay. All right, I think I got it. So I want this to be right there. So one more will be this one right here. Oh, so there's already one underneath it. Cool. So that means I can just run this. Wait, I gotta run the track first. So it's... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't know what that was. Oh, come here. And it seems I need another mega torch. Yeah, you can blow up. I don't care. Let's go ahead and place another mega torch down, and we will place it right here, I suppose. And then let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's run all the way back here so that I despawn. I unload all of that stuff and I despawn those guys. And let's then come back and make sure that everything has despawned. Which I think it has, so that's beautiful. So we're just gonna break this. And we're gonna place 25 out. Right from this spot here. We actually want to place 24. No, we'll place 25 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 23, 24, 25. Right there. Does that? I don't know why Siri was just going off. Alright, so actually, we don't need this right now. So that's 25. So that's where that needs to start curving. So I'm going to come over here and place a log. That is perfectly fine. And I'm also... Yeah, that's fine. Oh, shoot. Alright, so that is not good, but we'll figure that out in a sec. So this is where I can come right here. Right in this block. And alright, that's fine. It might get rid of those stairs, but that is okay. All right, there we go. So that is now fixed. That looks exactly right. And the unfortunate part is, I don't know why this wasn't getting that part, but it wasn't. So we have to go through and break this manually. That's fine, though. I don't know why it wasn't getting... wait a minute. Because this isn't supposed to be broken. Yeah, it's because this is supposed to be here and there. No. Yeah, that's supposed to be there. Or is it supposed to be... I'm so confused right now. Is this how it's supposed to be? Break these, and then... But then this needs to come out one more. 1, 2. Yes, that is how it's supposed to be. I don't understand why it was so hard for me to figure that out. Everything is very simple. But apparently for me, it's not quite. Alright, so let's move the Wand of Symmetry up here. Like right there. So we want... Let's move this out of here. And let's also move this down here, and then the Builder's Wand right here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that. And then I don't know how long this actually goes. So I have to come over here and see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wide. And then I'm going to have to figure out something to do with those sides for lighting, but we'll figure that out in a sec. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I need this. Yeah, that'll be fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then boom. Alright, so let's go ahead and build this up. Just like that, and then the same thing over here, but unfortunately we are going to need to place this in just like this. So let's see. Yep, and yep, and then I guess I'll just place this in manually. That is fine. And then that doesn't have to be placed in. That's fine. 2, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. And then this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place that. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So that is all perfect. Place that in, and then place that in, which, what? Oh no. Place the wrong blocks. Alright. That's fine. It is easy fix. We want the stairs, not the darn planks. Okay. And then let's go ahead and do that. And then it was with one in the middle. And then this is where it gets a little tricky. Well, not a little tricky. I just can't be as lazy. So let's go ahead and just build this in. Oops. Misclick. Just like that. Go ahead and break that. And then place that in. There we go. So now I can put that in my offhand and build that in. Build that in. And build that in. So now I want the stairs. So there's the stairs. And then I think I just want this to be like normal. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that works. There we go. So that part of the tunnel is done. Now I need to do the same thing over here, except not really at the same time. So this needs to go. That's all fine, but that does need to be turned into normal wood there, because we need to place the stairs there. And if I was better, I would have accounted for the stairs showing and put the planks here to begin with. But I did not. So, what can I actually say? You know, stuff happens. Okay, let's see how it's coming along over here. Coming along pretty good. Except we do have some extra blocks that we don't need, like this here. We need that placed. That one placed. And of course that's not getting it, but that's fine. And that should be fine. Go ahead and get this taken care of over here. So, boom. Oops, don't want to do that. Boom. And that should be fine as well. So, place these up in here. Cool. So that is taken care of. So now what we need is that right there. And that needs to go. So right there, right there, right there. And then right there as well. Get this in my offhand. Just so that I can fill this in as I need to. Just to make it a little easier to place my stairs. Ah, shoot. And then perfect. So like that. And then that. Fill all this in here. Hopefully I've got it all. I don't remember if I went all the way down, which I did not, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and break this out. So this needs to be turned into wood. And then this one will need to be turned into wood. So just like that. That is perfect, except this and this need to be turned into the stripped dark oak. Yeah, stripped dark oak. Yes, that is. And that's 1, 2, and then one more right there. And then wood, wood. Throw this in there. Wood, wood. Okay. All right. So then what did I do down here with the lights? I don't remember. Okay, so I started down here. Oh, did I not do this correctly? I don't think I did this right. Did I? Oh no, I'm fine. So this one is just straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get rid of this limestone because we definitely need it gone. And then there's that. So then this one was 2 over. I don't think it started there. I don't know where it started from. It was 1 over, and then it goes down 2, down 2, down 2, and then straight. All right. That's 1 over. Down 2, down 2, down 2, and then straight. Okay, and then this one would have been Just a single block there. So that's why that is not filled in. Let's get all of this. As much black stone, laid blackstone bricks. Get as much of that as possible. Go ahead and swap that out, and then fill this in. And this is definitely not working out very well. Oh, shoot! No! Okay. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, well, I guess. What can you do? Clean it up. That's all you can do. Clean, clean, clean. Clean, clean, clean. Clean, clean, clean. And done with cleaning. Let's just go ahead and place these in manually where I need to. Place that in. And that one. There we go. And then how much blackstone? We have enough in there still to do that little section. That little section. That little section. Still got tons. So we'll do that. That. And then there we go. Is that all of it? That sure does look like all of it. And now we have to figure out exactly how we're going to do this big sweeping curve. Because I want to do a big sweeping curve all the way to this spot back over here. Nope, this spot right here. I want to do a big sweeping curve here, but I don't exactly know how. So let's figure out what block is this. 20. So this is 21. So 21 negative 41 2281. 21 negative 41 2281. 21 negative 41 2281. So let's fly all the way back here. Let's bring my train with me. And then this is on, that's off. We want these to be off. Want to keep going. And then I want to slow down. So let's control it over here. And then let's go to the right. Slow it down. Oop, wrong buttons. So now I need to go from here all the way straight to 21, 20 to 21. Wow, I have a long ways to go. To 21, oh my gosh. It's like 125 blocks. Holy shoot. I'm making it though. Very slowly, but very surely. That's fine. We'll just keep going straight through that. I don't really care about the amethyst anyways. I'm gonna hit a lava pit here coming up soon. Not gonna be above it. I am above it. Sick. So let's go. Awesome. I am way above it. Go ahead and get that back in the middle. Oop, wrong button. The diamonds, but that's fine. Don't really need them. Alright, so we have broken into a cave. So let's go ahead and place down another mega torch right down here. Then let's fly away. Unload that chunk, and it should be fine, right? I think that'll be fine. Yeah, hopefully everything has despawned, and now it won't be spawning again because of the mega torch. I still need to go to 20. $17, $18, $19, $20. So if I was to look straight across, is this where it ends? What? Oh, duh. I need to go one more. Alright, so now that is even with that. So that is good. So I guess let's dig over. Let's dig over. I'll do a 3 wide just because I can. And it's a little faster. I'll have to come back and fill it in, but that's okay. I'll use my builder's wand to fill it in. What? Why is there just one wide hole the whole way down? That is so weird. Take this over. Fill this in so that it's nice and even. This way it also makes a nice clean pathway for me to go all the way through. And from here, I'm going to figure out the distance between the middle of each track. Oops. Alright, I guess we'll just... That's fine. That's fine. And then we'll just leave that there. So from here, the middle one is 2281. So let me get my calculator out. 2281. And then if I want the middle of this one to be right here, which it should be the middle. Let me just double check this to make sure I did not mess up my tunnel, because if I mess up this math, then the whole curve is going to be wrong. No, I want that right in the middle. So that is the middle of the tunnel. Yes, that is the middle of the tunnel. So that is perfect. Perfect for me. So it's 2281, and this is 2389. So that is a 108 block difference between the two. So Do I really want that to be 108 block curve that way and 108 blocks back? Do I really want that? I don't know, because if I go to the middle, I can go to the middle. I mean, I could even do... All right, so where's the middle? So 108, divide that by 2 is 54. So from here, 2389, 2389 minus 54 is 2335. Let's go to 2335, which should be this block right here. It should be this middle right here. I could bring it... If this is the end, that would mean I would need to bring it... 21... So 21 plus 54 is then 75. So if I brought it to 75, how big of a curve would that actually be? Honestly, I don't know. Let's see. Bragaudius. We're getting close to 75. $75 would be this one. So if I block this in... Oh, shoot. And then can I take a look to see exactly how big of a curve? So that would be something like that. Something like that. I think that should be fine, right? So if I want that to be 75, so that means I do have to go one further. And I need my train track. And let's see if this will actually reach. I don't know if this will actually reach or not, because I don't know if it's too far away. Not holding enough pavement blocks. Okay, so let me grab more of those, and then grab that. And then if I want that to curve, let's go ahead and follow this now. Let's see the curve. Well, can I see the curve from underneath here? I can see the curve underneath here. Yes, that is perfect. So let's go ahead and do the same thing over here. We'll grab another stack of this and then fill in the rest of whatever block I'm holding with that. And then let's also do this one and come back over here. Shoot. All right, so let's actually place this track in first, because this is just going to be a straight line. So let's go ahead and place this in. not enough track. So place that in, and then we grab another stack. Will I have enough to make it all the way? I will not. Grab one more stack and place that. 20, 21. So that was right there. So let me go ahead and do that. And then, actually, we're going to cancel that. And then we're going to take it from the middle. Just like this one, so that it is identical no matter what. It should be identical no matter what, even if I took it from this side. But just to make sure. Here, and then I want that. So does that look the same? Oh, yes, that is exactly what I was looking for. That is amazing. That is awesome. So now all I gotta do is take the train through, and well, first I gotta add the bottom because I don't want to have to go through and mine all this. So I gotta add the bottom to the train, which I realize now is not in this spot. But that's fine. So let's go right here. And now I gotta use the bathroom. So I'm gonna throw on one of my YouTube videos. So let's go ahead and open up YouTube. Throw on my YouTube videos so that I'm not just standing around doing nothing. And I'm gonna play my storage system video, my most recent video. And then I need to video settings, windowed, bring this over here to full screen. And then if I unmute this and then click. In the last episode, I built the world's largest Minecraft double chest, but today I turn it into a fully functioning storage system capable of storing 215 million items. Today is the day that we bring life to my mega chest here, because today is the day that we install the biggest storage system that you have ever seen. Now, I have an idea of how to do this already, but there's going to be a few things we need to do beforehand. See, I want to have a train that comes into the chest to drop stuff off around here. It's going to come all the way from my base over here to the chest. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a train come out this way, follow all the way up here, go through, I guess, between the mountains, and then follow this water. It's going to cross this river, follow the river all the way down, and then from here, it's going to follow this way and then go on this side of this water here. Come all the way down here, and then cross the ocean and come in through the back, which the train is then going to stop on the front, and when it's done, it's going to come out, go on this island, cross the water here, and then follow this river all the way back up here to my base. So that means we need to get the train entrance over here before we can start making the storage system. That requires a few things. That requires me to first punch a hole in the side of my chest here. And that also requires me to have a way to mass produce track for my train. I don't know how to do this. Let me go ahead and figure it out. So when I go ahead and type in track down here to search for all the track, I can find this one, train track. And when I click on it, this is what comes up. So I need a stone slab. I need to use 2 deployers to put either an iron nugget or a zinc nugget on it twice, and then I need to press it to make the train track. Simple enough. Something a little bit like this should be all that we need. So all it is an input chest with a brass funnel that goes along here, and an output chest that also goes into a brass funnel. We have an input chest here for all of the iron nuggets for the deployers. They have a filter on it, so just in case something goes in there that it's not supposed to, it will only take the iron nuggets. Now, let's see if this works. That it does. Okay, this is awesome. I think I want to have a 3-block wide platform that runs all the way along the train. I guess the train track as it's coming in. So we will place this 4 blocks all the way down. Now, I have never used these train tracks, so I don't exactly know how they are going to work. So they will be quite interesting. So we have something a little bit like that. Not a little bit. This is exactly what we have. But now that we have this in, we can start kind of planning out exactly where we are going to start our racks. Now, we're going to start them in the middle, and we are going to have a 5-block wide gap. Now, I know my entrance here does not bode very well with a train track right in the way. So we are going to have to fix that somehow, which I have not quite thought of yet. We will have to do that once we get a little bit further into it. But for now, we're just going to get rid of that because we are going to have a 5-wide pathway. Since I don't have any other building blocks, I am using the acacia wood as some temporary placeholders here. Because we need the design, but luckily for us, I went ahead and designed exactly what I want the storage racks to look like ahead of time. So let me go ahead to a creative testing world and show you what we're working with. Now that we're here in my creative testing world, this is exactly what I want the design to look like. Now, I did do a few different, I guess, styles of the racks here, so you can see exactly what they look like with and without the vaults. So this is what it looks like when there's a gap in the middle here. This is what it looks like when there's a gap on top, and this is what it looks like when they're full. This is what it's going to be. But I just wanted to show you guys exactly my design. So we're going to be using these, actually, the items down here in my hotbar. So the metal girder, the iron catwalk, the item vault, the light gray concrete, and the hazard light gray concrete for the walkways here. I want this to feel pretty much like a warehouse would. And I am taking kind of heavy inspiration from the warehouse that I actually am in quite often at work. Now that we have the design as well. Okay, I have returned from the bathroom. So if you are watching this, the one person that Okay. Well, to the one person that was here, I was going to say, if you are watching this, you can go watch this on my channel if you'd like to finish this video. Let's go back to borderless. All right. So now let's go ahead and first put all this cobbled deep slate back because I only need a little bit of it. And then let's bring this back this way. Hi. I hope you are enjoying the stream so far. My #1 viewer. I appreciate you. So nice to see that you're here. Where am I going? This is not the correct station. I need to come all the way back up here. There we go. So what I need to do is I need to disassemble the train, and then I also need to add these back here. So need my mechanical drills, and then I need to add these. Oops, that is the wrong way. Let's just, yeah, do it like this. There you go. That way it'll be nice and easy for me to do. And do I have my super glue? I do have my super glue here. So let's go ahead and connect that, and then we'll just connect that to make sure that's connected, and there we go, that is connected. So now we can reassemble our train, and we can come back to this area where we are going to be mining out my tunnel. So we want to go this way, and then... Stop! Okay, whew. I almost just started to suffocate. So turn off the drill, or turn on the drills, I should say. And am I not controlling this? I was not controlling it, that's why. So now, this is going to be just a temporary tunnel, kind of. Because eventually this entire... Eventually, I can't get out. What is going on? I can still move the train while in spectator mode. Or not spectator mode, but free cam. That's weird. So eventually, this whole area will be not a tunnel. It'll be the same width as what's already mined out. So that will be fun to do. Will require me to do a lot more digging, but that is okay. We have machines like this that make it super easy to dig out. But as we're going, I will show you, this is what we are going to be digging out. I'm going to be digging this out all the way along here with this nice curve. And then this is going to be coming back to this area over here. Well, this area is going to be coming back to that area over there. So it does seem as if we are full on the items. So I really should have added more storage. I have so much just gravel in there. I will have to empty this all out. And I'll probably have to empty this all out again if I'm not, mistaken. Ooh, 15 diamonds. I'll be surprised to see how many diamonds I've actually gotten throughout this entire project, because I haven't looked, but I don't think I've put any diamonds away. If I have, at least it's not all of them. So I'll get to see a little bit of what I have. Let's see right now. I have 17 diamonds there, and I have no diamonds in there. And no diamonds in there. So, yeah, I must have put them away already. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to see how many diamonds. But I will go ahead and grab all this gravel out, because we are not dealing with the gravel yet. So, that will be fine. We don't need the gravel in here. I'd rather have the storage for the blocks at mines instead of having to stop and empty it again a lot sooner. So let's actually go ahead and eat first, too. And unfortunately, this is the fastest that this machine can go. So, at least while mining. So every time we break a block, every other block we break, we do speed up a little bit. So that is very nice. Whee! This is fun. And honestly, this is my life for the next little bit. Can't even go up. All I can do is sit here and watch it fly away. Oh, there we go. Now I can move. But now I'm not controlling this, so... Yeah, now I'm not controlling this. It's just free going. We are making pretty good time, though. We're going pretty quick. More diamonds, more iron. Big vein of iron. We haven't even made our curve yet. Oh, this is a long tunnel. This is gonna be a long tunnel here. Exactly what I want, though, for an underground train yard. I feel like it has to be big, because trains are big. And like in real life, trains are big. And I know this because I have a train track that basically lives in my backyard. Basically runs through my backyard every single day. There's multiple trains. But I'm bound determined to get this thing done today. And I'm gonna have to say in the video that if they want to see me build more things like this, do a little teaser. Oh, whoa. Going way too fast. Going way too fast because that's not breaking that. So I'm gonna slow it down a little bit to like this speed. And then, as I was saying, I'm gonna say in my video that if they want to see me build this type of stuff, then they're gonna have to come join me on stream. Just because I think it'll be very good for me to not only do the recordings and stuff like I do, but also I think it'll be very good for me to get a little more experience actually commentating, like on stream. So eventually I would like to be able to have, even if it's like 10 people that come back every stream. That would be so cool. And I would be so appreciative of everyone that comes. So this will be very interesting on figuring out how to do the curve here. Because I can already see that the right side is not the same as the left side. So that'll be very interesting. There will have to be a lot of cleaning up for me to do. To make this a little more... Oh no, I don't like the creepers there. So we're just going to back this up. And then we are going to take care of the creepers. Let's see if I can actually craft some more mega torches. Can I craft any more mega torches? Do I have any more mega torches on me? I don't. So let's see. Oops. That was not how you spell mega torch. So what am I'm missing the gold. So if I come in here, I do have 16 gold blocks. So now I can craft 8 more mega torches. That is awesome. What is this? Unsettling kimono? When most undead creatures become neutral. Okay, that's cool. I did not know you could have that. So, oh, that does almost no armor on me. Holy shoot. All right, I don't know why it showed almost no armor on me. Now I have 6 out of 10 armor. That is cool, but now I don't have my jetpack, so it's useless. Oh, wait. +2 block reach? Oh my gosh. So if I want to place a block, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. So how far up can I reach? It's like, oh my gosh, I can reach that versus if I take it off, I can't reach that. I can't even reach that. I can only reach that. That is cool. That is very cool. And honestly, that probably is useful for this project. So let me go ahead over here and grab my mega torches, and I'm going to place them down in the ground right here, like right here, so that I don't have these guys. So let me just go ahead and you can burn if you want. I don't care. Okay, nope. We're just gonna fly away and let them despawn. That sounds like a good plan to me. There were so many monsters there. And then we are also going to throw another mega torch right here, just to guarantee that there's going to be no mobs. I should have... I think the other tunnel over there is fine. So now that we are definitely out of render distance of that, considering all the entities and everything have been de-rendered, I can come back over here. There's so many diamonds in here. I can come back over here. First, clean up all of this. Just like this. Nice and quick like. Alright, and then are they all gone? Yes, they are. Look at how far away they're gone. Ooh, dripstone. I don't know if I have any dripstone, so I'm going to come over here and grab this, actually. Yeah, I don't know if I have any of this. And that'll be fine. So, yeah, we can leave them now. We don't need them. So, emeralds in the urn? A bomb. Torches. What did I just get? I got a bomb. Let's go throw this blue bomb. I don't know what it does. Let's go throw it. Right at some mobs. I want a big batch of mobs. Right here. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I need to make some of those. I don't know how you make them, but I need to make some. I feel like I'm in a cave, like mining for diamonds or gems or something. This is kind of cool. So let's go ahead and slow her down. As you can see, we are mining some blocks that we missed the first time. And I'm not sure if this is actually going to be helpful or not, but I am going to actually go through it the other way. Just to guarantee that I mine out enough blocks to actually make this look good. Like, right here. I shouldn't have missed that, I don't think. So we'll go slow. Yeah, just like that. On the off chance that anyone is just passing by, watching the thumbnail maybe, if you do jump on in, go ahead and leave a comment. You will be my first comment from someone that I don't know. It would mean the world to me if I could get a comment. Alright, so we're starting to come back to where the curve is going to be heading back to the other side. Is there anything that we missed so far? Doesn't look like it. I think this is the perfect speed. Maybe we'll slow it down one more just to guarantee. Am I full already? Yo, I'm full already. All right, time to empty this out. Let's go. All right, so all of them are empty now. All right, what's taking so long? What's the hold up here? All right, so let's get this water taken care of. Can I get out here? I can. Let's see where this water is coming from. This water is coming from right here. So let's just go ahead and block this off. Right? Like that. So that should block off all of the water there. Let's block off this water here as well, because we don't need either sources. Yep, that looks like it's blocking off all of the water. And then let's keep on trucking. I can see right here where I've missed some. Well, I'll have to get that on the way back through. More water? Alright, so I'll have to block that off as well. So let's go ahead and block that off. Perfect. Keep. Yep. That was pro moves right there. And I am coming up to the end. Wow. This looks sick. This looks really cool. I love this. I love everything about this. Ow, what just hit me? Yeah, break those so I don't get hit again. I want to see this pot get broke. Yeah, there we go. And cool. Let's break this. Now let's slow this way down so I don't accidentally go super fast. It does look like we're going to be breaking into our, what I've already built a little bit. So that is fine, though, because I'm only going to be breaking in, like, a block or two. I'll be able to rebuild that pretty easily. Alright, yep. Almost. Almost. Okay. 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 Yeah, there we go. So let's go ahead and turn those off, and let's grab my train. And we're actually going to go this way. All the way back. And then we can just take this, and then without even having to get off, we can turn it around. Yeah, isn't this cool? Oh, this is so cool. This is sick. We can go forward now. Oh, look at that. And then just because we can, we're going to go this way. And then slow her down. Speed her up a little bit. So we're just on the other side of this block. And then turn the drills on and raise this down to like half. So if I want 6 to be a empty hand. Yeah, right here is where we're going to... I'm going to lower this down even more. Yeah, there we go. This way, I will get more of the blocks that I missed on the way through the first time. Not many blocks, but enough to probably make a little bit of an easier difference. That makes sense? Let's see. Am I breaking any more? I am breaking some more. Sick. Cool. So I can go ahead and turn off the drills. Raise up the speed. And get this thing out of here. Yeah, we'll just leave it right here. It don't matter. Cool, so now we have a nice long tunnel all the way around. And what I need to do now is I need to figure out where I want the tunnels to start and end so that I can figure out where I want the big area to actually start and end. Well, I guess end, technically. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of these. Okay. All right, perfect. So now I just need to figure out my curve. And oh boy, this is going to be difficult, actually. Because it's not all filled in. Maybe it's easier if I start over here? Or should I start in the middle? Ooh, maybe I start in the middle. Have this whole thing be... I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. So if this block is where it starts, that means this block, these need to be put in. So throw this back, and then these need to go. Nope, not that. Alright, I guess I can't do that without placing that there. Alright, so that's done. So that means if that block is... That means if this block is the final, that's the one where the curve is. So the last one, you can place it before the curve. Will be... Yes, this one. So that means this needs to be... Okay, this is just... I need the stairs, I need this, and I need this. So... Yes. So it should be that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is -2. So let me just, without touching. So this should be -3. So it's 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What did I do wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. So we will then place this in like this, but leave this one open. All right, so those are all placed in. So let's get the back placed in. Just like this. And then the same thing over here. Two, and then two, and then this one is one, and then that way. There we go. So now I know. So if I go ahead and break that one and then place a log right there, I know that that's where that needs to be. So let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side. This is where I should have just placed the wand of symmetry down. Ooh, so that needs to go there. 3, and then that needs to go there. Right? 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Yes. That makes 5 across. So let's just do this on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. I can't believe how badly I just messed that up. Ouch. My glasses do not feel good on my headset. They kind of hurt, not gonna lie. Usually they don't. But today they kind of do. And then this one will be simple as pie. And just build this down. There we go. So do the same thing. So we're going to skip that one. We'll place it all in and then break it later. There we go. So now let's go ahead and break this back out. All right. Oh, I didn't do this part. Gosh, I don't think my PC likes me right now. I'm going to change this down to like 10 chunks. Because some is not liking me right now. So that's all in. I think it's the Wand of Symmetry that my game is not liking right now. Because this is awful. This is very awful, actually. Alright, so that part is done. Now I just need to figure out exactly how I want to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could do one in, I guess, and then that would make it 3 wide, but then it wouldn't be 3 wide the whole way. I don't know. What I might do is I might actually just mirror it. Like, take a schematic of it. That might be the play. That looks kind of clean, though. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't want that. I want this to be. And then I need that there. I don't want these here. I want this and this gone. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I want it like this. Dumbass. Alright, so okay, that looks clean. So then I can go. So that widens up a little bit. So let's just get rid of the Wand of Symmetry. And then, ooh, this is quite interesting. That leaves 2 there. Oh my gosh, this is hard. And then what if I just did this? Do something a little bit like that, maybe? Oh, wait. Yeah, then I wouldn't have to do that. So then... yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So if I go ahead and just make all these stairs connected, I think it'll just be the easiest way for me to actually do this. But then I got to figure out what exactly was there. So I might build that up a little bit and then run it through. But if I, like I say, if I just run this through. Not like that. So that would have to come back like that. And then that one can come up like that. And then right here is where I could go ahead and add in just a bunch of the black stone here. Yes, I think. Do I really want that to come out, though, like that? Because nothing else comes out like that, but, we'll run it. So then, this will have to... So, what we'll do is we will place this in. And then before I go any further, because I don't know how exactly this is going to all look. So what if I took this and then went in like that? Does that look weird? That does look weird. So let's get rid of this. Get rid of these two. And then we will have this come in like this and then like that. That does look a little strange, but that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So is that going into my offhand all the time? I want this to go into my offhand. Cobble deep slate into my offhand. So let's take my builder's wand and let's build up some cobbled deep slate. Just like that. I know I won't have to go this far back, but I'm going to anyways. And then I'm going to go a little bit further back this way. And then that should be good. So essentially all I want to do now is build up a wall. I suppose. Come on, dude. That's exactly what I built that little wall for, and you still go over it, you little silly son of a gun. And then I'm going to have to do the same thing over here. So... Honestly, I don't really care what the outside of all the tunnels look like. Just because I'm never going to actually see them, and no one on the internet is going to see them after I cover them up. So it really doesn't matter. Build this all the way up. And then... So this should be good enough. I hope. Oop, literally blocked myself in a hole. So let's go ahead and fill that in. And then over here, we are going to do the same thing. But I don't want this to be part of it. So let's just do this. And then will it... It will not. Cool. Make sure it doesn't place there. It does not. And again, this is just to get the proper shape of the tunnel. Just so I don't accidentally mess it up a lot. I can mess it up a little bit, but not a lot. This needs to... Honestly, yeah, this needs to come over. There's no way around it. I didn't want to put it over the tracks, but there's no way around it. Because I mean, I know how tall it is, but I don't really know much else. We are going to break a little bit of what we already built, but that is fine. So we can just raise this up now. And then I'm going to raise this up like another 4 blocks. Just like that. And again, like I said, I don't really care what the outside of this looks like because it's never going to be seen. Like, literally ever. So, fill this in. And then make sure I still have a way out. And we are going to call that good right there. So let's go find my terrain. See how it looks in here. It looks like a wall. That's what it looks like. Because that's what it is. The only problem is now I have to figure out how to turn my train around. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. Because I can only turn around going in one direction. Unless I go all the way back around. But seems how I just blocked off the hole, what I can do is that. There you go. Now it's blocked off. Or now it's blocked off. Now it's turned around. So let's go ahead and move backwards. We'll put that on half throttle. Start controlling this one. And then pop. Oh shoot. Whoops. So I really don't want to run into the what I just placed in either, because I will start suffocating. So like I gotta be careful to only start this once I get close. So we will start it like right here. Yeah, so turn the drills on. And then this way, again, it'll give us the proper shape of the tunnel. Well, maybe. So let's rewind. And get all this. Rewind. Let's reverse is what I should have said. All right, so apparently I did not bring it far enough out. So bring this down one, and then I will bring this over. And it should be just as simple as bringing this over again. All right. So let's go ahead and back it up and start all over again because I accidentally placed it in the wrong place. Oh, this is so slow. How much more of this do I have? Not much. All right. So let's turn the drill off, and then let's go all the way back. Back her up. Back her up. Back her up. Oh, okay, that works. Yep, that works. Alright, this is gonna be annoying to do on the roof. Not gonna lie. It's not the cleanest curve, but I don't think I can really get much more of a clean curve with the stairs, so... All right, so that looks pretty decent. So now all I need to do is bring this up. Bring this over like this. And then that can go there. And that can go there as well. Why is that? Is that because it's not in the right? It's like if I was to place that there and then there. All right. So let's go ahead and get the third layer in as well. Place those in. And then the ceiling will just be straight black stone. I mean, we'll have to add lights in eventually somewhere, but I'm not sure where I want those yet. Ooh. Okay, so that's not correct. So everything past this needs to go. And so does that block, and so does that block. Which means that needs a block there. Which also means that this up here needs that there. Alright. So let's just go through and get the bottom in so I don't accidentally mess up like that again. Honestly, what might make this a little easier is if I have this on. There we go. So now I can reach even higher. Oh, just like that. That doesn't need to be there. That doesn't need there. Like, all of these need to go. And I could even start here if I wanted to. There's no real difference. But what if I just go ahead and place these all in? Like this. Then can I come back through and... That I can. Yes, that is nice. That's beautiful. Nope, that's not beautiful. That is though. There we go. So that part is all done. So now I need to do the same thing over here. This feels weird being able to reach this far. I need my jetpack on. Alright, that was super easy, actually. Doing it that way is definitely the move. So now I need... Okay. This is where I'm starting to be ready to be done. All right, yep. And just as I thought when I was mining this out, it's going to be a lot of cleanup. All right, there we go. Now to place in the black stone. Shoot. I'm getting tired. Alright, is that all of them? That is all of them on the second layer. So let's go ahead and we're actually going to have to break this one, place that there, that there. And then we're going to have to go through and just fill in all of these gaps. Not that. Alright. We have... my gosh. 642 stairs left. 1,070 layered blackstone bricks. Definitely think we're going to run out of stairs before we run out of blackstone. Even if we had more, I think we're using a lot more stairs than we are blackstone. But you may never know. All right, so let's go ahead and fill all these in, and then it should be as simple as just placing the blackstone roof in and figuring out where I want the lighting so it's not so darn dark in here. And then after we have that all figured out, I am going to take a schematic of this and lay it into the world and then just have it. So it is going to be twice as flippin' fast. Oh no. So I suppose okay, well, this isn't good. There we go. Come on! Stairs are the bane of my existence. I actually hate them. Holy crap. Gosh, I hate stairs so much. Frickin' put that up there. Grab some more of this stuff. And lay it in. Let's get a little thin, but that's fine. Now let's make sure I don't go too far and stop that right there. All right, so that is in. That's wonderful. Yay, I'm glad that's in. So honestly, should we just do it like... would it look too much if I did it every... honestly, every one of these? that be too much? Yeah, definitely way too much. I wonder how dark it actually is. I don't know. Considering there's no lights at all around there, I would assume pretty darn dark. Yeah, as I suspected. And even this is kind of dark, but this is like the perfect amount of light for what I'm trying to achieve. That's upsetting. That's so upsetting. Means this all needs. And I hate the builder's wand sometimes. Honestly, we could just do like this along the whole way, maybe. So how does that look? Does this look weird? Oh yeah, that looks so bad. So let's go ahead and grab my vein miner pickaxe so that boosh, gone. And then fill all of that in there. Take these out of my thing. Yeah. These can go, they can go, they can go, they can go. Alright, so that can go, that can go. That'll go up there. Up the stairs. Yep, and then that goes in the offhand. Perfect. I do need to munch a little bit. Honestly, I don't know what to do for the lighting. If I like... No, I don't think that'll work. So like if I come over here where it's darker and I break this out and I put that right there and then okay, as I thought. So so this will go down one more in here. Did that spawn anything? I don't see anything. Cool. So that will go down there, but then we can cover this up because we don't need it. So that is great. Honestly, I don't know what to do for the... We could do this. Then this one doesn't. So we could do something like that. But it has to be even. Because otherwise I wouldn't like it. But I guess. Can't do one there. We can do one here. Do one there. We can't do one there, but we can do one here. No, no. We can do one there. No. And then if we want... This might have to be the way to do it. Okay, so we're gonna have to put one there. Put one there. And then we'll actually put this one here. And then we will put one here. And then... And then there. Alright, so let's do the other side now. Definitely need one there. That looks to be a little dark in some spots, but... And a little barren, actually, so... Place that there. So I'm actually going to place this here. Get rid of this one. And then place this here instead. And then this one goes here. Yeah, that works. And then this one will go here. 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 That one will go there. And then we have room for that. And then we have room for a tour. A tower. And then we have room for a... We're going to do one down the middle. Cool. I think I want this one to be right there, so I see that, and then... So that'll be the one that... Alright. So we want this one here. And we want this here in the middle. A tour here. Another tour. Alright, so that is completely lit up, except some spots are a little dark. So I want this one here to be right there, and then this needs that there. So it's a little dark in some spots, but and then I'm not sure how I want to do the ceiling. So let's bring this back up so I can actually see the ceiling. This is a lot of lights. Holy shoot. How many do I even have left? 955. That should be plenty, I think. So is there a middle spot right here? Wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's not. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know how I want to do this. Honestly, I'm just going to leave the roof with nothing on it. That's how it's going to be. And then should I do a strap all the way around here? I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And then this is, if I do something a little like this, I think this will look real nice. That too much? That might be too much. So what if I split them up and have it like that? Yes, that looks better. And then this one is, and I can have 2 in the middle here. And that is right in the middle, so that should be able to completely you know what I'm trying to say. Well, you don't, but I know what I'm trying to say. I can't think of the words. I really can't. I don't know why. Empty schematic, schematic and quill. So if I want to take a I guess let's take it from this block here. And then we're going to have to go all the way down here. And then up. So let me break on through to up here. And then this is, I guess, back here is where I need it to be. Right on this block. But no, I need to, I can fill that in later. So if I put it right there. And then I need my schematic cannon. I mean, empty schematics. Let's make sure it has gotten everything. That's gotten everything. And let's just come over here and make sure. Yep, that got everything. Yes, it most certainly did get it there. Most certainly did get it there. Cool beans. So let's just go ahead and place this down right there. And oh wait, no, this is not it. I want to all right, now we just wait for this to upload. Download? Convert? Invert? I don't know. We'd wait for this thing to be done. Upload. That is what we were looking for. So train turnaround. So let's see if this is going to actually work how I want it to. So let's right click that in, and we want this to rotate. So that it's this way? No. So that it's this way, correct? I think. If I was to, yes, if I was to bring that over here. Oh, so that is not the right way. So I want to rotate that this way. There you go, mirror that. So now I should be able to rotate that the correct way. Yes. So, wow, this is complicated. Why is this so complicated? Let's move this back over here. Move it back this way. So where are we? We are right here. This is where we want it to be. We want it to be there, correct? So is this how we want it to look? Yes, that is how we would like it to look. So things like this need to be cleaned up. Honestly, it might just be worth it to take my drill out. and just go to town on mining all of this. That's fine there. Oh, it's gonna take a while. And then this is where this is gonna come in handy, because now I can actually reach that. Ooh, that was close. I almost fell into lava. All right, so that side looks pretty good so far. We do have a lot more to do over here, though. So let's go ahead and take care of it. And that looks pretty good. All right, so All right, I think that's pretty good. So I think all I have to do now is go ahead and place the schematic cannon down. Place this like right here, and then I will take my backpack off. Because that should have everything that we need. Except I need to take all of the track out. Because I don't want to do that. So replace solid with solid. Replace solid with any. Replace solid with empty. Skip missing blocks. So I want to skip missing blocks. And I don't think we need to do that. So let's just go ahead and throw this in here. Silly. Do I have a clipboard on me? I do have a clipboard. Is it empty? It is empty. So I should have everything I need. I'm not going to worry about the calcite or the cobbled deep slate. Dark oak stairs. Okay. Gold, iron. Don't worry about that. That. Come on. Glow lichen. The smooth basalt. The train tracks or the tough. So closed. So why are you not being registered? So do we have everything now? Okay. Why are the dark oak stairs not being... Okay, I guess in a chest you'll go. I guess. So take this out to make sure I know exactly where I can and cannot place you. I can place you there. And then, well, we don't need 2 chests, but I guess I have 2 chests. So let's go ahead and grab. I only don't even have enough stairs. Okay. So I will throw you in here. I don't want you. I don't want you. Mega torches, you can go in here. Any of these have 0? 2 of these do have 0. So I can just move 2 of these back over here. And then I need all of my stairs, which is definitely not going to be enough. And schematic cannon. So let's see, stairs. Let's make some more stairs. So that should be enough for the stairs. I wonder if I can't do it if it's in the middle of the build. Is that my problem? That might be the problem. So let's pick this all up. And then bring it over here where it's out of the way. Actually, yeah, let's do it right here where it's out of the way. So where did my schematic cannon go? I think it went in here. Yes, schematic cannon right there. Place this bad boy down. And then can I just place that there and have this Out of gunpowder. I know you're out of gunpowder. All right, so it was because I did not have, or I did not have. I had it in the middle, so I don't need the calcite. I can take that out. All I need is, I don't need the cobble deep slate, but I guess I'll keep it in there because that's too much cobble deep slate for me to take out. Stripped a dark oak log. All right, and do I have any gunpowder on me? I should have thought about this. I have one piece of gunpowder. I'm gonna need more than that. Yeah, I'm gonna need more gunpowder than that. So let's throw it in there because I'm gonna need more. So let's go get it. Oh, I'm gonna be so excited to ride my train all the way in and all the way back out. This is gonna be so cool. Grab a stack of gunpowder, and then I gotta fly all the way back. This is such a long distance, honestly. So we're gonna go this way to really see what it's gonna feel like, because this is gonna be, like I said, so cool. Oh yeah, this is cool. Yeah, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. So let's hope this doesn't mess anything up. Wait, pause. Get missing blocks. Replace solid with solid. Don't replace anything. Okay. This is cool. Let's, I really hope that oh man. Okay. Let's just pause that. Let's grab some more stairs. Why are you not flipping around? Thank you. Why can't anything ever be easy, dude? Oh, I sure as heck hope that's not placing that there. Placed it in the wrong spot. Somehow. I don't understand how that's in the wrong spot. But somehow it is. Like, what is this? How did I manage this? I don't know how I managed this. I cannot lose any stairs. I need to pick up my backpack so that I don't lose my stairs. Oh, this is the wrong backpack. Where did my stairs just go? 253. Give me those. Yeah, this is the backpack I need. Yeah, no wonder it didn't look like it was lining up. Because it wasn't. Alright, I think I got everything except for this right here. And I'm hoping... Okay, good. So let's go ahead and break this because that doesn't belong there. This belongs here. And so does this. So let's try this once again. Let's stop it. So that is correct. So I don't understand why that was placing it the wrong way. I really don't. So yeah, that should be there. Even the curves line up perfectly. And if it didn't, it would look like that. So even the curve of the train track lines up perfectly, but why in heaven's gosh green earth did it start placing wrong? Do I need to move the schematic cannon back? Because I'll move it back. I'll even put it in the middle if it wants it in the middle. I just want this done right. I'll even place that there. And I will place that there. And then we want the schematic cannon and that. Do we have everything we need? The stairs, the cobble deep slate, the fancy lanterns. I mean, that's everything. Let's throw all of this stuff in here so that we definitely have enough. Let's grab our gunpowder. Skip missing blocks. Let's try... Only replace solid blocks in its working area if the schematic contains a solid block at the location. The schematic cannon will only replace solid blocks if it in its working area. If the schematic cannon contains a solid block at the location. That makes sense. So yeah, let's put that on and let's fire away. Now let's pause. That's one out. So is this part wrong? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that definitely 20, 21? $20, $21. So no, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means everything is gonna be off by 1. Why? That should be there. I don't understand why that is. Take the schematic out. That's there. Why are you placing wood there? There's no reason for you to place wood there. It's outside of the spot. I mean, it does line up perfectly, though. I'm not quite sure why I can still see the schematic. But I guess that's fine. Wait, no, it doesn't line up. It doesn't line up! It doesn't line up! Stop it! Stop, stop, stop! So this should be right there. But for some reason, it's putting everything back a block. So you know what? And I can't even get rid of it. That works. Honestly, I don't know. And honestly, I don't care at this point. Everything lines up perfectly, but yet it's placing it in the wrong spots. All right. I said I'd finish this, but this is just frustrating me way too much. I will finish this on the next stream that I do. Until then, I've been XCman405. Thanks, guys, for watching. Peace.